In this presentation, we will learn about vector processing, an important concept in parallel and high-performance computing. Vector processing focuses on executing a single instruction on multiple data elements at the same time. This approach is especially useful for data-intensive applications where the same operation needs to be performed repeatedly on large data sets. In the upcoming slides, we will understand the basic idea of vector processing, its architectures, and its key applications. Why vector processing? Today, modern applications process large volumes of data, which requires high computational efficiency. Traditional Scala processors execute instructions one element at a time, and this approach often causes delays, especially for data-intensive workloads. Vector processing reduces execution time by performing parallel operations on multiple data elements using a single instruction. Because of this capability, vector processing provides an efficient solution for repetitive and data-intensive tasks, making it highly suitable for high-performance and scientific applications. Vector processing is a computing technique where a single instruction operates on multiple data elements simultaneously. Instead of processing data one by one, the same operation is applied to a group of data elements at the same time. This method improves performance, especially for data-intensive tasks, by executing the same operation on large data sets in parallel. As a result, vector processing reduces execution time and increases overall system efficiency. Vector processing in parallel computing. Vector processing uses SIMD architecture, where one instruction operates on multiple data elements simultaneously. It exploits data-level parallelism, making it suitable for tasks like matrix operations and signal processing. The evolution of vector processing began as a solution to overcome the limitations of Scala architectures, where operations were performed on one data element at a time. Vector processing was widely used in early supercomputers to improve performance for scientific and numerical computations. Over time, it formed the basis of modern SIMD architectures, allowing a single instruction to operate on multiple data elements simultaneously. Today, the concepts of vector processing strongly influence GPUs and AI accelerators, which rely on parallel execution for high performance. At the left, we have high-speed main memory, which stores both Scala and vector data. Instructions are first handled by the Instruction Processing Unit, also called the IPU. The IPU decodes instructions and decides whether they are Scala or vector operations. Scala instructions are sent to the Scala registers and executed by the Scala processor using multiple Scala pipelines. These pipelines allow several Scala operations to be processed efficiently. Vector instructions are managed by the Vector Instruction Controller. This controller coordinates vector operations and works closely with the vector access controller, which fetches vector data from memory and loads it into the vector registers. The vector data is then processed by the vector processor, which consists of multiple parallel pipelines. Each pipeline performs operations on different elements of a vector simultaneously, achieving high performance through data-level parallelism. Vector processing in distributed computing. Vector operations are divided into smaller tasks and distributed across multiple machines for better scalability. It uses networked resources to process large datasets efficiently. This approach is widely used in big data analytics and machine learning. Now let us look at the key applications. Vector processing is used in scientific computing, where it performs complex calculations in areas such as physics, engineering, and bioinformatics. It is also very effective in image and signal processing, as vector operations enable fast processing of large image data and digital signals. In addition, vector processing plays an important role in artificial intelligence, especially in machine learning and neural networks, by efficiently handling large numerical data sets. Vector versus threads. Vectors, best suited for data parallel numerical tasks using a SIMD model, offering high performance and efficiency. Threads, more flexible and independent, suitable for diverse or irregular tasks, but with more control overhead. Usage. Vector processing is ideal for compute-intensive workloads, while threading is better for concurrent and input and output-bound applications. Advantages. The code density of the instructions can be improved. The data can be handled by the hardware in a better way. Instruction bandwidth is decreased. The accurate graphic location of data is maintained. Efficient encoding of data can be done. Disadvantages. Explicit storing of the location of vertex has to be done. Continuous data is not efficiently represented. Any modifications of vector data lead to a change in topology. Now let us discuss the types of vector architectures used in vector processing systems. The first type is memory-to-memory vector architecture, where operands and results are taken directly from the main memory. This architecture has no size limitation on vector length, but it requires a higher memory bandwidth, which can affect performance. The second type is register-to-register vector architecture, where operands are stored in vector registers. Although the register size is limited, this architecture provides higher speed due to fast access to registers, making it more efficient. Vector instructions. A vector instruction performs the same operation on multiple data elements. Example: C, I is equal to A, I plus B, I, for I is equal to 1 to n. Parallelism in vector processing. In vector processing, a single instruction is executed on multiple data elements simultaneously, instead of processing one element at a time. This approach exploits data-level parallelism, also known as DLP, where the same operation is applied to an entire vector or array of data. Multiple data elements are processed in parallel through pipelines, allowing several operations to occur at the same time. As a result, vector processing significantly improves performance, especially for data-intensive and repetitive computations. Vector processing in modern computing systems. Today, GPUs heavily rely on vector-like processing to handle thousands of data elements in parallel, making them extremely powerful for data-intensive tasks. Modern CPUs also support vector processing through SIMD instructions, such as AVX and SSE, which allow a single instruction to operate on multiple data values at the same time. Vector processing is widely used in artificial intelligence, machine learning, graphics rendering, and scientific computing, where large numerical datasets must be processed efficiently. Where vector processing is used. Vector processing is widely applied in image and video processing, where it enables fast pixel-level operations on large amounts of visual data. It is also used in signal processing, including audio processing and communication systems, to efficiently handle continuous data streams. Vector processing plays a key role in weather forecasting and climate modeling, where massive numerical calculations must be performed quickly. In addition, vector processing is extensively used in machine learning and artificial intelligence, especially for matrix operations that require high computational performance. Conclusion. To conclude, Vector processing exploits data-level parallelism by performing the same operation on multiple data elements simultaneously. This approach significantly improves computational speed and throughput, especially for data-intensive applications. Today, modern processors and GPUs widely adopt vector processing concepts through SIMD architectures, enabling efficient parallel execution. Overall, vector processing plays a vital role in parallel and high-performance computing systems, making it a key technology for modern scientific, engineering, and AI workloads.